Hello and good morning. Now we're going to do English 1 Unit 3 Video 2. We're going to continue talking about vocabulary, in this case being adventurous. Yes, we'll do a couple of exercises and then we'll do some listening or some grammar. So much the sentences in A and B, and pay attention to the words in colors. Yes, so number 1, I had to face this danger on my own. Number 2, I lost my way when I first visited New York. 3, I wasn't seriously injured in the accident. 4, I took a risk. Yes, I took a risk. Yes, skiing down that mountain. Number 5, in the Boy Scouts, I learned basic survival skills. Yes. 6, extreme sports like skydiving give me a thrill. And 7, would run out of food. So, A, I had to face this danger on my own. So luckily, I've got a GPS now. That's why I can light a fire without matches. It was a dangerous thing to do. There was no other way to overcome my fear. Fortunately, we had lots of water. I didn't have to go to hospital, and there is something really exciting about danger. So I had to face this danger on my own. Where do you place it? Where do you place it? Danger on my own. So there was no other way to overcome fear. So 2, lost my way in New York. So what do? If you lose your way, you have to find yourself. So if you've got a GPS, it's much easier to find your way, right? 3, I was seriously injured in the accident. So probably there's an accident, not seriously injured, so probably related to hospital. F, right? I took a risk skiing down that mountain. Yes, he took a risk. So he took a risk. So there's something exciting about danger, right? Oh no, sorry. This one is, it was a dangerous thing to do. Yes. In the book the Boy Scouts, I learned basic survival skills. So what did he do? That's why I can light a fire without matches. Yes. Next one, extreme sports give a thrill. So probably related to G, danger. And would run out of food. Run out means be scarce or not have something. So that's fortunately they had lots of water. Yes. Let's continue with this exercise. So the words are in the wrong order, in the wrong sentences. So you have to drag them and place them in the right place. So for example, the first one. How did she fall down the stairs? What do you think the first one is? It was a very problem, but we were able to solve it. 3. People who exercise daily are usually very 4. She will on her hike at 8 a.m. and arrive at 5 p.m. 5. The soldier received a medal. 6. Firefighters often people from dangerous situations. 7. My brother is very and enjoys anything new or difficult. 8. Alex is very ill, but he will. So let's start. Number 1. How did she fall down the stairs? So the first one is what? Rescue, adventurous, brave, hurt herself, challenging, survive, fit, set off. So hurt herself, right? That's it. Second one, it was a very problem, but we were able to solve it. It's a difficult problem, so it will probably be challenging. Yes. 3. People who exercise daily are usually very if you exercise very daily, you are very fit, right? You're fit. 4. She will on her hike at 8 a.m. and arrive at 5 p.m. So, when you start an activity, you set off for it. 5. The soldier received medal. The brave, probably, right? Yes. Firefighters, often people from dangerous situations, so they rescue people. My brother is very adventurous, enjoys anything new or difficult. And Alex is very ill, but he will survive. He's ill, but he will survive. Okay, so now we're going to go on with this listening. We'll just do one. So you're going to hear an expert talking about why some teens take risks. Yes, some teens taking risks. Adolescentes que se arriesgan, ¿no? How do you think these photographs might be connected to the topic? How do you think the brain of a person and the feeling of assignment of this teenager are related? Think for a minute. I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something happens in the brain for you to feel this way. Yes? So what happens exactly? So when teens do adventurous activities, it gives them a thrill. It gives them a thrill. That's the title of our lesson, right? It's a thrill. So this must be connected to some parts of the brain. This is connected to some parts of the brain. Yes. Let's see. So we're going to listen to the first part of the interview. And now then you have to say what kind of activities does the interviewer's daughter enjoy, okay? Let's do the listening.
Page 37, exercise 7. Listen to the first part of the interview. What kind of activities does the interviewer's daughter enjoy? Part 1. Good afternoon. Today on Teen Behavior, we're going to talk about why teens take risks. My teenage daughter and her friends seem to enjoy doing any activity that gives them a thrill, like go-karting and even bungee jumping. It's really worrying because these activities are dangerous and they could get hurt. Why do teens take these risks? Psychologist Dr. Dana Alexis is here with us to try to answer this question. My teenage daughter and her friends seem to enjoy doing any activity that gives them a thrill, like go-karting and even bungee jumping.
Yes. So, go-karting and bungee jumping. Yes. Now you have to find the key words in each sentence. Then listen to the second part of the interview, okay? So, ready?
Page 37, exercises 8 and 9. Listen to the second part of the interview. Decide if the statements are true or false. Then listen again and complete the sentences. Part 2. Dr. Alexis, do teenagers enjoy taking risks more than adults?
The answer is yes. Let me explain. First, it's a natural part of growing up. Think of how animals develop and become adults. For instance, as a young tiger grows, it will leave its mother more often and explore the world on its own.
Isn't that dangerous?
Yes, it is. Without a parent there, another animal could attack and even kill the young tiger. But to become independent, the young animal must take these risks. Teenagers and animals do adventurous things for the same reason. When they take risks, they're developing the survival skills that they'll be using when they leave home. These are the skills that will help them face dangers alone.
That makes sense. Are there physiological reasons too?
Certainly. Recently, scientists have conducted experiments to find out more about the teenage brain. They found that certain parts of teenage brains get very excited when teenagers are doing something they enjoy, like bungee jumping.
What about adult brains?
Adults don't get so excited. But there's more. The front part of the brain is the part that makes us think carefully before we do something. This prevents us from doing risky things. But this part of the brain won't have completely developed until we're 25 or even older. That's why teenagers are so impulsive. Of course, as parents, it's our job to make sure teenagers don't hurt themselves. But it's important to let them take some chances too.
Thank you, Dr. Alexis. I think I understand more now. And now we'll take calls from our listeners.
So the first one, young tigers spend all their time with their mothers.
For instance, as a young tiger grows, it will leave its mother more often and explore the world on its own.
So, it's false. Teenagers and young animals take risks for different reasons.
Teenagers and animals do adventurous things for the same reason. When they take risks, they're developing the survival skills that they'll be using when they leave home.
Are there physiological reasons too?
Certainly. Recently, scientists have conducted experiments to find out more about the teenage brain. They found that certain parts of teenage brains get very excited when teenagers are doing something they enjoy, like bungee jumping.
What about adult brains?
Adults don't get so excited. The front part of the brain is the part that makes us think carefully before we do something. This prevents us from doing risky things. But this part of the brain won't have completely developed until we're 25 or even older. That's why teenagers are so impulsive.
So it's true. Okay, so now we're going to continue with a little bit of grammar in the unit. So what's the grammar we're going to study in the unit? So the grammar we'll be studying is the future simple with going to. Yes, the future simple. How do we make the future simple? For the particle for the future in English is will plus the verb plus the base, and we can also use the be going to, yes, for which we are going to use the present tense of the verb to be with the verb going to and then the main verb. Yes, so let's read and then we'll try to answer what the verbs in bold mean or refer to. Okay, so try tree climbing. It will make you feel like a kid again. I'm going to try it. It looks like fun. I'm not sure. The woman in the poster looks like she's going to fall. Anyway, I'll go with you so I can catch when you fall. Yes? So, read the posters. After it, the bubbles. Yes? Which verbs in bold refer to a future plan, a prediction, a spontaneous decision, and a prediction based on present evidence? So, future plan. Which one refers to a future plan? Which one do you think it refers? I'll give you a couple of seconds. 1, 2, 3. Future plan. I'm going to try. Yes, she said I'm going to try. She has already decided she wants to do that in the future. So once you have made a decision, you use the going to future. Yes, the be going to. For a prediction, what do we use for a prediction? 3 more seconds. 1, 2, and 3. How about a spontaneous decision? What do you use for a spontaneous decision? What do you use for a spontaneous decision? What do you do? So we use the will future for a spontaneous decision, something you have spontaneously decided to do. A prediction based on present evidence. Prediction based on present evidence. What do you do for a prediction based on present evidence? So you also use the going to future. Yes, you also use the going to future. Okay, so let's do a couple of exercises about it. Complete the sentences using the words below, yes? And you have to use the future simple or the be going to future, as we've just done in the theory. So I take a diving course next summer. I take diving course next summer. So the decision is made. Next summer, you have already decided and you're taking the course. So we use the going to future. Yes. Give me your hand, I help you. Yes, give me your hand, help you. There is evidence that you need help right now. There is some evidence that you need help. So we use the future simple for that. Yes, I'll help you. I hope it stops raining soon. It is raining now. So there is evidence that it's raining. So she's hoping that it will stop. So I hope it will stop. So watch out. You hit that tree. There is evidence that something is going to happen, right? That you are in the car and you're going to hit the tree. So you were going to hit the tree, yes. We reach the top of the mountain and today. So how do you do? How do you say? Today we have a plan, no? A plan is made. So when we have plans, we use the future with will. So now match the sentences to the pictures, yes? Okay, so we're finished by now. With this, we'll end up.